I want to be proactive about the next stage of our lives.
I care about your safety. I care about your health.
It's a little strange to consider moving.
You know, it is complicated and sometimes pretty messy, but a new TV show on PBS is diving deep into the subject that a lot of people just don't want to talk about: aging and the choices we face later in life. The show is called Inside Senior Living, and it's helping families confront those challenges with optimism, which is a great idea. Melissa Fritz is the creator and host. Thanks for coming on. You and I were just chatting that we're both having this, dealing with this with our beautiful parents, and you really want what they want to happen, but it gets very complicated. You have to have some tough conversations, right?
It's having those, yes, thank you so much. It's having those tough conversations that a lot of us in the sandwich generation are confronting right now. And what I found working as a senior living consultant during the pandemic, and also helping my own parents navigate my father's dementia diagnosis, I realized so many people just don't understand how the process works, what their choices are. And so that's what really led me to create
series,
something
yeah,
that people would find hopeful and helpful, but also provide real resources for them.
So there's 8 episodes.
Yes.
It's we're going to tell people how they can watch it. So it debuted in November. What was the feedback from folks that watched it?
We've had really positive feedback, not just from general viewers, but also the senior living, the long-term care industry. We did each episode. We featured industry experts. So, for example, the Alzheimer's Association and the Center for Healthy Aging and Innovation at the University of Minnesota. We interviewed a lot of experts who give their feedback and their expertise to speak to each episode, whatever they're dealing with. So
Yep.
falls, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's.
And then you talk to the clients, you talk to the people, the
Yes.
families,
Yes.
the people that are our age, and then our parents and what they're dealing with. And one thing I think when you think about, you get that diagnosis of dementia like your father, you were living this while you were doing this series. Right away you think, oh my gosh, it's $10,000 a month. There's no other way. But there are other ways. You don't. All dementia patients and people with Alzheimer's do not have to go to memory care.
Right.
There are lots of ways to stay at home, and those are the things that you find out about, right?
Yes, and that's what made me so sad doing this work, was that people, we wait until there's a crisis oftentimes. And that happened in my own family. And so what I want people to know is that there are so many choices. There are so many options to age in place, for senior care in a community. There are so many choices and options, but we need to talk about it sooner.
Yeah, and talk to them and have those conversations and write down, and mostly if they do have a diagnosis of something where cognitively they're going to lose that, you need to find out what they want.
Yes.
So that you know that at the end of the day you did what they wanted, because you have to, I just feel like, I feel like sometimes that whole forgotten generation where they're just shoved places and people don't remember that the number one thing that affects all of them in their later years is loneliness.
Yes.
And how sad is that?
Yes, but see, that isolation affected all of us. And I think during the pandemic, we realized no matter what age you are, isolation is a really detrimental thing to our health,
Yeah,
mentally and
absolutely.
physically, especially older adults. So it's reaching out and getting the help and the support you need, not just for the person diagnosed, but for their caregivers.
Yeah, the caregivers as well. They need some support. Well, thank you for coming on and letting us know what it's all about. And again, there are 8 episodes, and you can watch all the episodes Inside Senior Living on PBS North on their website or on your Facebook page as well. And we have a link on KARE11.com.